Welcome back from intermission. You guys having a good time? Yeah. Great crowd. You guys are a great crowd. We're going to do a bit of a sing-along side. As you guys were coming in, you may have spotted a QR code with the program on page 4. You can look at it, or I can just teach it to you now. It's a sing-along. Please sing along. It's called Friggin' in the Riggin'. That's right. And you repeat that 3 times. It's 12th night, or what you will. It goes like this. 5, 6, 7, 8. Friggin' in the riggin'. Friggin' in the riggin'. Friggin' in the riggin'. It's 12th night, or what you will. Did you get that? I didn't hear you. Come on, sing along with me. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Friggin' in the riggin'. Friggin' in the riggin'. Friggin' in the riggin'. It's 12th night, or what you will. Yeah, that sounded good. All right, you ready to do it? Yeah, all right, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Friggin' in the riggin'. Friggin' in the riggin'. Friggin' in the riggin'. It's 12th night, or what you will. The Loveborn Duke Orsino, he works with songs and vino, with bronze size and lusty eyes, but he's no Valentino. You're nice though. The Countess is Olivia, he's got no love to give ya. And just for fun, she'll cock her gun and just as likely shiv ya. Here we go. Friggin' in the riggin', friggin' in the riggin', friggin' in the riggin'. It's 12th night, or what you will. Yeah. Who's next? Her kinsman named Sir Toby gets drier than the Gobi. When cakes and ales fill up his sails, he moves for raging Moby. Like a fisherman, right?
Oh yeah.
That acute cheek, Sir Andy, who's such a foppish dandy. He got a clap by sheer mishap when he was feeling randy. Friggin' in the riggin', friggin' in the riggin', friggin' in the riggin'. It's 12th night, or what you will. Yeah. Leona and her brother, they look like one another. She's got a plan to be a man and find herself a lover. That's sweet. Good luck to you. Sebastian is her double, and save for a bit of stubble. How far he'll go as Cesario will get him into trouble. Watch out, Rock. Friggin' in the riggin', friggin' in the riggin', friggin' in the riggin'. It's 12th night, or what you will. Got one more. Now, barmaid named Mariah will take on any squire. For just 2 coins, she'll cause you'll learn to burn like they're on fire.
That's true. That is true.
Malvolio the steward, I'll have that bastard skewered. That dirty knave will rant and rave until his brain's unhumoured. Friggin' in the riggin', friggin' in the riggin', friggin' in the riggin'. It's 12th night, or what you will. Friggin' in the riggin', friggin' in the riggin', friggin' in the riggin'. It's 12th night, or what you will.
Save thee, friend, in thy music. Dost thou live by thy tabor?
Oh, no, sir, I live by the church.
Art thou a churchman?
No, sir, I live by the church, for I live at my house, and my house will stand by the church.
So thou mayest say a king lies by a beggar if a beggar dwell near him. They that dally nicely with words may quickly make them wanton.
Oh, I would therefore my sister had no name, sir.
Why, man?
Why, sir, her name is a word, and to dally with that word might make my sister wanton.
Thy reason, man.
Troth, sir, I can yield you none without words, and words have grown so false, I'm loath to prove reason with them.
Art not thou the Lady Olivia's fool?
Oh, no, indeed, sir. Lady Olivia has no folly. No? No, okay. All right, then. No, indeed, I am not her fool, but her corrupter of words.
I saw thee late at the Count Orsino's.
Oh, foolery, sir, does walk the orb like the sun. It shines everywhere. I would be sorry, sir, but the fool should be as oft with your master as with my mistress. I think I saw your wisdom there.
Nay, and thou pass upon me, I'll no more with thee. Hold! There's expenses for thee.
Oh, now, Jove, in his next commodity of hair, send thee a beard.
By my troth, I tell thee, I am almost sick for one. Though I would not have it grow on my chin.
Save you, gentlemen.
And you, sir?
Die vous garde, monsieur.
Et vous aussi, votre serviteur.
I hope so you are. I'm yours?
Will you encounter the house? My niece is desirous you should enter if your trade be to her.
I'm bound to your niece, sir. But we are prevented. Most excellent, accomplished lady, the heavens rain odors on you.
That youth's a rare courtier. Rain odors, well.
My matter hath no voice, but to your own most pregnant and vouchsafed ear.
Odors, pregnant, and vouchsafe. Well, I'll get them all three ready.
Let the garden door be shut.
Vouchsafe your pregnant odors, milady.
Leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty, madam, and most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir. Oh, you are servant to the Count Orsino, youth.
And he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
For him? I think not on him. For his thoughts, well, they were blanks rather than filled with me.
Madam, I've come to whet your gentle thoughts.
Oh.
On his behalf.
Oh. I pray you, I bade you never speak again of him. But would you undertake another suit? Oh, I had rather hear you to solicit that than music from the sphere.
Dear lady, I pity you.
That's a degree to love.
No, not a grise. You'll nothing, madam, to my lord by me.
Oh, stay! Oh, prithee, tell me what thou thinkest of me.
That you do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
Then think you're right, I am not what I am.
I would you were as I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, that I am? I wish it were, for now I am your fool.
Oh, such a degree of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip. Cesario, by the roses of the spring, by maidhood, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee, that maugre all thy pride, nor wit nor reason can my passion hide. Oh, do not extort thy reason for this clause, for that I woo, that thou therefore hast no cause, but rather reason thus, with reason fetter. Love sought is good, oh, but given unsought better.
Adieu, good madam, nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Oh, yet come again!
No, faith, I'll not stay a jot longer.
Thy reason, dear Venom, give thy reason.
You must need yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
Mary, I saw your niece do more favors to the Count's serving man than she ever bestowed upon me. I saw it in the orchard.
Did she see thee the while, old boy? Tell me that.
As plain as I see you now.
Well, this was a great argument of love in her toward you.
Slight, will you make an ass of me?
Oh, I will prove it legitimate, sir, beyond the oaths of judgment and reason. She did show favor to the youth in your sight only to exasperate you, to awaken your dormant valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should then have accosted her. And with some excellent jests, fire new from the mint, you should have banged the youth into dumbness. This was looked for at your hand, and this was balked. The double guilt of this opportunity you let time wash off, and you are now sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard, unless you do redeem it by some laudable attempt at either of valor or policy.
And be anyway, it must be with valor, for policy I hate.
Why, then build me thy fortunes upon a basis of valor. Challenge me, the Count's youth, to fight with him. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece shall take note of it. And assure thyself, there's no love broker in the world can more prevail in man's commendation with women than report of valor.
Oh, there is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Yes! Will either of you bear me a challenge to him?
Go, write it in a martial hand, be cursed in brief. 'Tis no matter how witty, so it be eloquent and full of invention, and as many lies as will lie on a sheet of paper, though this paper be big enough for the bed of England, yet set them down. Go, about it, let there be gall in thy ink, though thou write with a goose pen.
Huzzah! Where shall I find you?
We'll call to thee at the cubiculo. Go!
This is a dear mannequin to you, Sir Toby.
I've been dear to him, lass, some 2,000 strong or so.
Oh, we shall have a rare letter from him, but you'll not deliver it.
Oh, never trust me then. And by all means, move on the Count's youth to an answer. For I think that oxen and wain ropes cannot hale them together. For Andrew, if he find as much blood in his liver as will clog the foot of a flea, I'll eat the rest of the anatomy.
Oh, and his opposite, the youth, bears in his visage no great presage of cruelty.
Oh, I look where the youngest wren of 9 comes.
If you desire the spleen and will laugh yourself in the stitches, follow me. Yon Dol Malvolio is turned heathen, a very renegado. He's in yellow stocking.
And cross-garter.
Oh, most villainously. He does obey every point of the letter I dropped to betray him. He does smile his face into more lines than is in the new map of the Indies. You have not seen such a thing as 'tis. I can hardly forbear hurling things at him. I know my lady will strike him. If she do, he'll smile and take it for a great favour.
Come, bring us where he is.
I would not, by my will, have troubled you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire did spur me forth. What might befall your travels being skillless in these parts? Which to a stranger, unguided and unfriended, often prove rough and unhospitable. My wheeling love set forth in your pursuit.
My kind Antonio, I can no other answer give but thanks and thanks. And ever oft good turns are shuffled off with such uncurrent pay. But, were my worth as is my conscience firm, you should find better dealing. What's to do? Shall we go see the reliquaries of this town?
Tomorrow, best first go see your lodging.
I am not weary, and 'tis long tonight, I pray you. Let us satisfy our eyes with the things of fame that do renown this city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once, in a sea fight against the Count, his galleys, I did some service. Of such note that were I taken here, it would scarce go answered.
Belike you slew a great number of his people.
The offense was not of such a bloody nature, albeit the time and quality of the quarrel might well have given us bloody argument, for which, if I be lapsed in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk too open. Good evening, officers.
It doth not fit me. Here, sir, take my purse. In the south suburbs, at the Elephant is best to lodge. There shall you have me.
Why your purse?
Haply your eye might light upon some toy you have desired to purchase, and your store, I think, are not for idle market, sir.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
I've sent after him. He says he'll come. What shall I feast him? What bestow of him? For youth is bought more oft than begged or borrowed. I speak too loud. Where is Malvolio? For he is sad and civil and suits well the servant of my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
He's coming, madam, but in very strange manner. The man is sure possessed.
Why, what's the matter? Does he rave?
No, he does nothing but smile. Sure, the man's tainted in his wits.
Go, call him hither. Oh, God, I am as mad as he. If sad and merry madness equal be. What ho, Malvolio? Oh!
Sweet lady, ho ho ho.
Smilest thou? I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad? Lady? I could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood, this cross-gartering. But what of that? If it please the eye of one, it is with me as the very true sonnet is. Please one and please all.
Why, how dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, though yellow in my legs. It did come to his hands, and command shall be executed.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed? Aye, sweetheart, and I'll come to thee.
Oh, God comfort thee! Why dost thou smile so and kiss thy hand so oft?
At your request, be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well writ.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great. Some achieve greatness.
What sayest thou?
And some have greatness thrust upon them.
Heaven restore thee!
Remember who commended thy yellow stockings,
Thy yellow stockings?
and wished to see thee cross-gartered.
Cross-gartered?
Go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so.
Am I made?
If not, let me see thee a servant still.
Why, this is very midsummer madness!
Madam, the young gentleman of the Count Orsino's is returned. I could hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
I'll come to him. Good Maria, let this fellow be looked to. Where's my cousin Toby? Let some of my people have special care of him.
Oh ho! Do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look to me. This concurs directly with the letter. She sends him on purpose that I may appear stubborn to him, for she incites me to that in the letter. Cast thy humble slough, says she. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Put thyself into the trick of singularity, and consequently sets down the manner how, as a sad face, a reverend carriage, a slow tongue, in the habit of some sir of note, and so forth. I have limed her, but it is Jove's doing, and Jove make me thankful. And when she went away now, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow! Not Malvolio, nor after my degree, but fellow. Why, everything adheres together, that no dram of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no incredulous or unsafe circumstance. What can be said? Nothing that can be can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes. Well, Jove, not I, is the doer of this, and he is to be thanked.
Which way is he in the name of sanctity? For all the devils of hell and legion himself possessed him, yet I'll speak to him.
Oh, here he is, here he is. Oust with you, sir. Oust with you, man.
Go off. You, I discard you. Let me enjoy my private. Go off.
Lo, how hollow the fiend speaks within him. Oh, did not I tell you, Sir Toby, my lady prays you to have a care of him?
Aha, does she, sir?
Peace, peace. Go to. We must deal gently with him. Let me alone. How do you, Malvolio? How is it with you? What man? Defy the devil! Consider he's an enemy to mankind!
Do you know what you say?
Are you? And you speak ill of the devil, how he takes it at heart? Oh, pray to God he be not bewitched!
Down now, mistress!
Oh, Lord!
Now, prithee, hold thy peace. This is not the way. Do you not see? You move him. Let me alone with him.
No way, but gentleness, and gently, gently. The fiend is rough and will not be roughly used.
How now, my barcock? How dost thou, Chuck?
Sir!
I bid come with me! What, man? 'Tis not for gravity to play at cherry pit with Satan!
Oh, get him to say his prayers, Sir Toby. Get him to pray.
My prayers, me?
No, we will not hear of godliness.
Go hang yourselves, all! You are idle, shallow things. I am not of your element. You shall know more hereafter.
Is it possible?
Oh, if this were played upon a stage now, I could condemn it an improbable fiction.
Why, his very genius hath taken the infection of the device.
Nay, pursue him now, lest the device take air and taint.
Oh, why, we shall make him mad indeed.
The house will be the quieter.
Oh, come, we'll have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already in the opinion he's mad. We may carry it thus for our pleasure and his penance.
Here is the challenge.
Oh, more matter for a May morning.
Warrant, there's vinegar and pepper in it.
Oh, it's so saucy.
Ah, yes, I warrant him.
But do read.
Youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Oh, good and valiant.
Wonder not, nor admire not in thy mind why I do call thee so, for I shall give thee no reason for it.
Oh, a good note. Oh, this keeps you from the blow of the law.
Thou comest to the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly. But thou liest in thy throat. That is not the matter I challenge thee for.
Very brief.
I shall waylay thee going home, where if it be thy chance to kill me,
Oh, good.
thou killest me like a rogue and a villain.
Oh, still, you keep on the windy side of the law. Good.
Fare thee well, and may God have mercy upon one of our souls. May he have mercy upon mine, for my hope is better, and so look to thyself. Thy friend as thou usest him, and thy sworn enemy, Andrew Aguecheek.
Well, if this letter move him not, his legs cannot. I'll give it him.
Oh, you may have very fit occasion for it. He is now in some commerce with my lady, and will by and by depart.
No, go, Sir Andrew.
Yes.
And so soon as thou seest him, draw on guard. And as thou drawest, swear horrible.
You mother!
For it comes to pass oft that a horrible oaths with a swaggering accent, sharply twanged off, gives manhood more approbation than ever proof itself could have earned him. Away!
Nay, let me alone for swearing.
No swearing. Now will not I deliver this letter. Being so excellently ignorant, it will breed no terror in the youth. Shall find it comes from a clodpole. But I will deliver the youth's challenge, set upon Aguecheek a notable report of valor, and drive the gentleman into a most hideous opinion of his rage, skill, fury, and impetuosity. This shall so fright them both that they will kill one another by the look, like cockatrices.
Here he comes with your news. Oh, you wait till he takes leave.
I say too much unto a heart of stone, but there is something in me that reproves my fault, and such a headstrong and potent fault it is that it but mocks reproof. Wear this jewel for me. Oh, 'tis my picture. Refuse it not. It hath no tongue to vex you. And I beseech you, come again tomorrow. What shall you ask of me that I'll deny? That upon honor saved may asking give?
Nothing but this, your true love for my master.
How can I give him that which I have given to you? Oh,
I will acquit you.
oh, yet come again tomorrow. Oh, fare thee well. A fiend like thee might bear my soul to hell. Oh.
Gentlemen, God save thee.
And you, sir?
That defense thou hast, betake thee to it. Of what nature are the wrongs thou hast done him, I know not. But thy interceptor, bloody, as the hunter attends thee at the orchard end, be yar in thy preparation, for thy opponent is skillful, quick, and deadly.
You mistake, sir. I'm sure no man hath any cruelty.
Oh, you'll find it otherwise, I assure you. Betake thee to your guard, for thy opponent hath in him what youth, strength, skill, and wrath doth furnish man withal.
I pray you, sir, what is he?
He is night, dubbed with unhatched rapier and on carpet consideration, but he is a devil in private brawl. Souls and bodies hath he divorced 3, and his incensement at this moment is so implacable that satisfaction can be none but by pangs of death.
I will go back again into the house.
No, you must.
No, I'm no fighter.
Back you shall not to the house, unless you undertake that with me, which with as much safety you may answer him.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me this courteous office as to know of the night what my offense to him is. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Signorita Fabiana, stay you by this gentleman till my return.
Pray you, miss, do you know of this matter?
Oh, I know the knight is incensed against you, but nothing of the circumstance more.
I beseech you, what manner of man is he?
Oh, he is indeed, sir, the most skillful, bloody, and fatal opponent you could have possibly found in any part of Illyria. Will you walk toward him?
I am one that had rather walk with Sir Priest than Sir Knight.
I'll make your peace with him if I can.
I shall be much bound to you for it. I care not who knows so much of my mettle.
Why, man, he is a very devil. I've not seen such a firago. I had a pass with him, rapier, scabbard, and all, and he gives me the stuck-in with such a mortal motion that it is inevitable. And on the answer, he pays you as surely as your feet hit the ground they step on.
Oh, God.
They say he was fencer to the Sophie.
Not the Sophie! Oh, pox on it, I'll not meddle with him!
I will not now be pacified. Fabiana can scarce hold him yonder.
The plague on it! Let him let the matter slip, and I'll give him my horse! Grey Capulet!
I'll make the motion. Here, stand here. Make a good show on it. This shall end without the perdition of souls. Mary, I'll ride your horse as well as I ride you.
What?
Nothing. I have his horse to take up the quarrel. I have persuaded him the youth's a devil.
Oh, he is as conceited of him, and pants and looks pale as if a bear were at his heels.
There is no remedy, sir. He will fight with you for his oath's sake. But he hath better bethought him of his quarrel, and finds it now scarce to be worth talking of. Therefore, approach. But he has promised he will not hurt you.
God defend me! A little thing would make me tell them how much I lack of a man!
Give ground if you see him furious.
Come away, Sir Andrew. There is no remedy. The gentleman will, for his honor's sake, have one bout with you. But he hath promised me, as he is a gentleman and a soldier, he will not hurt you. Therefore, come on. To it.
Pray God he keep his oath!
I do assure you 'tis against my will.
No!
Put up your sword! If this young man have done offense to you, I take the fault on me. If you offend him, I for him defy you.
You, sir? Why, what are you?
One, sir, that for his love there's yet to more.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, I am for you! Ah!
Oh, here come the officers!
I'll be with thee anon.
Oh, God! I pray you, sir, put up your sword, if you please.
This is the man. Do thy office.
Antonio, I arrest thee at a suit of Count Orsino.
You dare mistake me, sir.
No, sir, no jot. I know your favor well, though now you have no sea cap on your head. Take him away. He knows I know him well.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you. There's no remedy. I shall answer it. What will you do?
What?
But I must ask you for my purse.
Oh, what?
You stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir, away!
I must entreat of you some of that money, sir.
What money, sir? For the fair kindness you have shown me here. There's half my coffer.
Will you deny me now? Ooh. Is it possible that my deserts to you can lack persuasion? Those kindnesses that I have done for you?
I know of none, nor I know you by voice or any feature.
Madre mia!
Come, sir! I pray you go!
This youth that you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death, released him, and to his image did I devotion.
What's that to us? The time goes by. Away with him.
Oh, how vile an idol proves this god. Thou hast Sebastian done good feature shame. In nature, there is no blemish but the mind. None can be called deformed but the unkind. Virtue is beauty, but the beauteous evil are empty trunks, overflourished by the devil!
Come, sir.
Lead me on.
Methinks his words do from such passion fly that he believes himself, so do not I. He named Sebastian. Prove true imagination, oh, prove true, that I, dear brother, be not taken for you.
A very dishonest and paltry boy, leaving his friend here in necessity and denying him. And for his cowardship ask Fabiana.
Oh, a coward, a most devout coward, a religious in it.
Slid, I'll after him again and beat him.
Do! Cuff him soundly, but never draw thy sword.
I do not have...
Oh, come, let's see the event.
I dare lay any money 'twill be nothing yet. Come away!
You make me believe that I'm not sent for you.
Go to. Thou art a foolish fellow. Let me be clear of thee.
No, I do not know you, nor I am not sent to you by my lady to bid you come speak with her, nor your name is not Master Cesario, nor this is not my nose neither. Nothing that is so is so.
I prithee, vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowest not me.
Vent my folly. He's heard this word of a great man and now applies it to a fool. Vent my folly. Ungird thy strangeness and tell me what I shall vent to my lady. Shall I vent thou art coming?
I prithee, foolish Greek, depart from me. There's money for thee. If you tarry longer, I shall give worse payment.
Ah, by my troth, that has an open hand. These wise men that give fools money get themselves a good report.
Now, sir, have I met you again? There's for you!
Ooh!
Why, there's for thee! And thou! And thou! Are all the people mad?
Oh, come, sir! Fall through your dagger over the house!
This will I tell my lady straight!
Come, sir, hold!
I'll have an action of battery against him if there be any law in Illyria! No, I struck him first!
Let go thy hand!
Come, sir, I will not let you go! Come, my young soldier! You are well fleshed. Come on!
I will be free from thee! What wouldest thou now? If thou darest tempt me further, draw thy sword!
Oh, what? Nay, we must have an answer to of this melted blood from you!
Oh, Toby! On thy life I charge thee home!
Madam!
Will it be ever thus? Ungracious wretch, out of my sight!
Be not offended, dear Cesario.
Root me, be gone! Be not offended, gentle friend. And let thy fair wisdom and not thy passion sway in this uncivil and unjust extent against thy peace. Go with me into my house, and hear there thou how many fruitless pranks this ruffian hath botched up, that thou thereby mayest smile at this.
I don't
Thou shalt
think...
not choose, but go, do not deny. Oh, beshrew his soul for me, he has started one poor heart of mine in thee.
What relish is in this? How runs the stream? Or I am mad, or else this is a dream. If fancy still thy sense in Lethe steep, if it be thus to dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee. Would thou be ruled by me?
Madam, I will.
Oh, say so, and so be.
Nay, I prithee, put on this gown, and make him believe thou art Sir Topas the priest. Well, do it quickly, I'll get Sir Toby the while.
Well, I will put it on, and I will dissemble myself in it. I would I were the first that ever dissembled in such a gown.
Jove bless thee, Master Parson.
Bonos dies, Sir Toby. As the old hermit would say, that is. So I, being Master Parson, am Master Parson, for what is that but that, and is but is.
To him, Master Topus.
What ho I say? Peace in this prison. Who calls there? Sir Topaz, sir, the priest, comes to visit Malvolio, the lunatic.
Sir Topas, good Sir Topas, go to my lady.
Oh, out, hyperbolic fiend, how vexest thou this man? Talkest thou nothing but of ladies?
Sir Topas, never was man thus wronged. Good Sir Topas, do not think I am mad. They have laid me here in hideous darkness.
Fie, thou dishonest Satan! Sayest thou that house is dark?
As hell, Sir Topas.
Why, it hath bay windows, as transparent as barricadoes, and yet complainest thou of obstruction?
I am not mad, Sir Topas. I say to you, this house is dark.
Madman, thou errest. I say there is no darkness, but ignorance.
I say this house is as dark as ignorance, though ignorance were as dark as hell. And I say there was never man thus abused. I am no more mad than you are. Make the trial of it in any constant question.
What is the opinion of Pythagoras concerning wild fowl?
That the soul of our grandam might haply inhabit a bird.
And what thinkest thou of his opinion?
I think nobly of the soul, and no way approve his opinion.
Remain now still in darkness. Thou shalt hold the opinion of Pythagoras, ere thou will allow thy wits, in fear to kill a woodcock, lest thou dispossess the soul of thy grandam. Fare thee well!
Sir Topas!
My most exquisite Sir Topus.
Thou mightest have done this without thy gown, he sees thee not.
Nay, I am for all the waters.
To him in thine own voice. Tell me how thou findest him. I would we were rid of this knavery. If he may be conveniently delivered, I would he were, for I am now so far in offence with my niece that I cannot pursue this sport with any safety to the upshot. Come by and by to my chamber.
Yes.
Hey, Jolly Rider, tell me how that lady does. That lady is unkind, early and nice. Why is she so she loves another? Ooh, I say, lust for life. Ooh, lust for life. Ooh, lust for life.
Who calls, huh?
Good fool! As ever thou wilt deserve well at my hand, help me to a candle, and pen, ink, and paper. As I am a gentleman, I will live to be thankful to thee for it.
Master Malvolio.
Aye, good fool.
Alas, sir, how fell you beside your 5 wits?
Fool, There was never a man so notoriously abused. I am as well in my wits, fool, as thou art.
Oh, then you're mad indeed if you be no better in your wits than a fool.
They have here propertied me, keep me in darkness, send ministers to me, asses, and do all they can to face me out of my wits.
Advise what you say, sir. The minister is here. Malvolio, Malvolio. Thy wits the heavens restore. Endeavor thyself to sleep, and leave thy vain bibble babble.
Sir Topaz?
Maintain no words with him, good sir. Who, I, sir? No, not I, sir. God be with you, good Sir Topaz. Marry a man. I will, sir. I will.
Fool! Fool! Fool, I say!
What say you, sir? I'm shanked for speaking with you.
Good fool! Help me to some light and some paper. I tell thee, I am as well in my wits as any man in an area! Good fool, some ink, paper, and light, and convey what I will set down to my lady. It shall advantage thee more than ever the bearing of letter did.
I will help you to it, but tell me true, are you not mad indeed?
Believe me, I am not. I tell thee true.
Nay, I never believe a madman, but I will fetch you light and paper and ink.
Fool, I'll requite it in the highest degree. I prithee, be gone.
I am gone, sir. Anon, sir, I'll be with you again. In a trice like to the old vice, you'll need to sustain. Who, with a dagger of life, and his rage and his wrath, cries, aha, to the devil, yeah, aha, to the devil. Like a mad lad, pair thy nails that to do, good man, the bow.
This is the air. That is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me. I do feel it and see it. And though 'tis wonder that enwraps me thus, 'tis not madness. Where's Antonio then? I could not find him at the Elephant, yet there he was, and there I did find this credit that he did not range the town to seek me out. His counsel now might do me golden service. For though my soul disputes well with my sense that this may be some error, but no madness, yet doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust my eyes and wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust but that I am mad. Or else the lady is mad. Yet, if it were so, she could not dispatch with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There is something in it that is deceivable. Oh, but here the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine. If you mean well, go with me and with this holy man into the chantry by. There, before him and underneath that consecrated roof, plight me the full assurance of your faith, that my too jealous and most doubtful soul may live at peace. What do you say?
I'll go with this good man and with you, and having sworn truth ever will be true.
Then lead the way, good father.
Come, my children.
And heaven so shine that they may fairly note this act of mine.
Now, as thou lovest me, let me see his letter.
Good Mistress Fabiana, grant me another request.
Oh, anything.
Do not desire to see this letter.
Belong you to the Lady Olivia, friends?
Aye, sir, we are some of her trappings.
Then if you will let your lady know I am here to speak with her, thou shalt not be the worse for me. There's gold.
Oh, but that would be double dealing, sir. I would you could make it another.
Bring her along with you, and it may awake my bounty further.
Marry, sir, lullaby to your bounty till I come again. I go, sir. But as you say, sir, let your bounty take a nap. I will awake it anon.
Here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me.
That face of his I do remember well. Yet when I saw it last, it was besmeared as black as Vulcan in the smoke of war. What's the matter?
Orsino. This is that Antonio that took the Phoenix in her frock from Candy. And this is he that did the tiger board when your young nephew Titus lost his leg here in the street. Desperate of shame and state. In private rabble did we apprehend him.
He did me kindness, sir, drew on my side, but in conclusion put strange speech upon me.
Notable pirate, thou saltwater thief, what foolish boldness brought thee to their mercies, that thou in terms so bloody and so dear hast made thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir, be pleased that I shake off these names that you give me. Antonio never was thief or pirate. Though I confess on base and grounds enough Orsino's enemy. A witchcraft drew me hither. That most ungrateful boy there, from the rude seas enraged and foamy mouth did I redeem. A wreck past hope he was. His life I gave him, and did thereto add my love, without retention or restraint. For his sake did I expose myself into the dangers of this adverse town, which being apprehended, his false cunning, not meaning to partake with me in danger, taught him to face me out of acquaintance, deny me my own purse, which I had recommended to his use not half an hour before.
How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, and for 3 months, no interim, not a minute's vacancy, both day and night did we keep company.
Fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth hath tended upon me. Take him aside. There. Oh, here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on earth.
What would my lord, but that he may not have wherein Olivia may seem serviceable?
Yes!
Cesario, you do not keep promise with me.
Madam!
Gracious Olivia!
What do you say, Cesario? Good, my lord.
My lord would speak, my duty hushes me.
If it be aught to the old tune, my lord, it is as fat and fulsome to mine ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant.
To what? Perverseness? Thou uncivil lady, to whose ingrate and inauspicious altars my soul, the faithfulest of offerings, hath breathed out that ere devotion tendered. What shall I do?
Even what it please, my lord, that shall become him.
Since you to non-regardance cast my faith, and that I partly know the instrument that screws me from my true place in your favor, live you, the marble-breasted tyrant still, but this, your minion, whom I know you love, and whom by heaven I swear I tender dearly, him will I tear out of that cruel eye. Come, boy, my thoughts are ripe in mischief. I'll sacrifice the lamb that I do love to spite a raven's heart within a dove.
And I 1,000 deaths would die.
Where goes Cesario?
After him I love, more than I love these eyes, more than my life, more by all moors than ever I shall love wife.
I'm me detested! How am I beguiled?
Who does beguile you? Who does do you wrong?
You forgot thyself! Is it so long? Call forth the Holy Father!
Come away!
Whither goes Cesario? Husband, stay!
Husband!
Ay, husband, can he that deny?
Her husband! Sarah!
No, my lord, not I.
Fear not, Cesario. Take thy fortunes up.
Be that thou knowest thou art, and then thou art as great as that thou fearest. Oh, welcome, Father! Father, I charge thee here to unfold what thou dost know hath newly passed between this youth and me.
A contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed by mutual joinder of hands, attested by the holy close of lips, strengthened by the interchangement of rings, and all the compact of this ceremony sealed in my function by my testimony, since when toward my grave I have traveled but 2 hours.
Oh, thou dissembling cub! What wilt thou be when time hath sowed a grizzle in thy case? Or will not else thy craft so quickly grow that thine own trip will be thine overthrow? Farewell, and take her, but direct thy feet where thou and I henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest.
Oh!
For the love of God! A surgeon! Send one presently to Sir Toby!
What has happened?
He has broke my head across, and he has given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb too! Oh, for the love of God, your help! I had rather than 40 pound I were at home!
Who has done this to you, Sir Andrew?
The Count's gentleman, one Cesario. We took him for a coward, but he's the very devil incarnate!
My gentleman, Cesario.
Hot fledglings, here he is! You broke my head for nothing! And that I did, I was set on to do it by Sir Toby!
Why do you speak to me? I never hurt you. You drew your sword upon me without cause, but I bespoke you fair and hurt you not.
Well, if a bloody coxcomb be a hurt, you have hurt me. I think you said nothing by a bloody coxcomb. Oh, here comes Sir Toby, halting. You shall hear more. But if he had not been in Drake, he would have tickled you other gates than he did.
How now, gentlemen? How is't with you?
That's all one. Has hurt me. That's the end on it. Sort. Did see Dick Surgeon sort.
Oh, he's drunk, Sir Toby, an hour gone. His eyes were set at 8 in the morning.
Oh, I hate him. He's a rogue. I hate a drunken rogue.
Away with him! Who hath made this havoc with them?
I'll help you, Sir Toby, because we'll be dressed together.
Oh, will you help? An asshead and a coxcomb and a knave. A thin-faced knave. A gone.
Oh, get him to bed and let his hurt be looked to.
I am sorry, madam. I have hurt your kinsman.
Oh.
But had it been the brother of my blood, I must have done no less with wit and safety. You throw a strange regard upon me, and by that I see it hath offended you. Pardon me, sweet one, even for the vows we made but so late ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, but, 2 persons?
Antonio! Oh, my dear Antonio, how the hours have racked and tortured me since I have lost thee!
Sebastian, are you...
Fearest thou that, Antonio?
How have you made division of yourself? Which is Sebastian? Hey.
Most wonderful!
Do I stand there? I never had a brother. I had a sister, whom the blind waves and surges have devoured. Of charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman, what name, what parentage?
Of Messeline. Sebastian was my father, such as Sebastian was my brother too. So he went suited to his watery tomb.
Were you a woman? As goes the rest? I should let tears fall upon your cheek and say, thrice welcome, drowned Viola.
My father had a mole upon his brow.
And had mine.
And died that day when Viola from her birth had numbered 13 years. I am that Viola! Which to confirm, I'll bring you to a captain in this town where lie my maiden weeds, by whose gentle help I was preserved to serve this noble count.
So it comes, lady, you have been mistook. You would have been contracted to a maid.
Cesario?
Boy, thou hast said to me 1,000 times thou never shouldest love woman like to me.
And all those sayings I will overswear, and those swearings keep as true in soul as doth that orbed continent the fire that severs day from night.
Give me thy hand, and let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
The captain that did bring me first on shore hath my maid's garments. He upon some action is now in durance at Malvolio's suit, a gentleman and follower of my lady's.
He shall enlarge him. Go, bring Malvolio hither. Ah, and yet, alas, now I remember me. They say, poor gentleman, he is much distract. How is he, sirrah?
Ah, truly, madam, he holds Beelzebub at the stave's end, as well as a man in his case may do. Has here writ a letter to you. I should have given it to you today morning, but as a madman's epistles are no gospels, so it skills not much as to when they're delivered.
Open it and read it.
By the Lord, madam!
No, art thou mad?
No, madam, I do but read madness. If your ladyship will have it as it ought to be, you must allow vox.
I prithee, read it in thy right wits.
So I do, Madonna, but to read in his right wits is to read thus. Therefore, perpend my prentice and give ear.
Read it you, mistress.
By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know it. Though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin rule over me, yet have I the benefit of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your letter that induced me the semblance I put on, with the which I doubt not but to do myself much right or you much shame. Think of me as you please. I leave my duty a little unthought of and speak out of my injury, the madly used Malvolio.
Did he write this?
Aye, madam.
This savors not much of distraction.
See him delivered, Fabiana. Bring him hither.
Your master quits you, and for your service done him, so much against the metal of your sex, so far beneath your soft and tender breeding. Here is my hand. You shall from this time be your master's mistress. Is this the gentleman?
Aye, this, the same. How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No!
Lady, you have. Pray you, peruse that letter. You must not now deny it is your hand. Write from it, if you can, in hand or phrase. Or say 'tis not your seal, nor your invention. You can say none of this. Well, grant it then, and tell me in the modesty of honor, why you have given me such clear lights of favor, bade me come smiling and cross-gartered to you, to put on yellow stockings and to frown upon Sir Toby. And acting this in an obedient hope, why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in a dark house, visited by the priest, and made the most notorious geck and gull that e'er invention played on? Tell me, why?
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing. Though I confess much like the character, but out of question, 'tis Mariah's hand. I prithee, be content. This practice hath most shrewdly passed upon you. When we know the grounds and authors of it, you shall be both the plaintiff and the judge of thine own cause.
Good madam, hear me speak. Most freely I confess that myself and Toby set this device against Malvolio here upon some stubborn and uncourteous parts we had conceived against him. Maria writ the letter at Sir Toby's great importance, in recompense whereof he hath married her. How with a sportful malice it was followed may pluck on laughter rather than revenge, if that the injuries be justly weighed that have on both sides passed.
Alas, poor fool, how they have baffled thee.
Why, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrown upon them. I was one, sir, in this interlude. Sir Tobias, sir. But do you remember? Madam, why laugh you at such a barren rascal, and you smile not, and he's gagged. And thus the whirligig of time brings in his revenges.
You have been most notoriously abused.
Madam, I'll be revenged on the whole pack of you!
entreat him to peace. He hath not told us of the captain yet. When that is known, and golden time convents, a solemn combination shall be made of our dear souls. Meantime, sweet sister, let us not part from hence. Come, Cesario, for so you shall be called while thou art a man. But when in other habits thou art seen, Orsino's mistress and his fancy queen,
tiny boy with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, a foolish thing was but a toy for the rain and rain of every day. But when I came to man's with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain gets knaves and thieves, men shut their gate. With a moon and rain and But when I came at last to wife, with a hey